Guys, welcome back to another Ambitious Animals interview. It has been a grip because of the quarantine and because of the coronavirus, but I'm with my good friends Zach and Jordan Panzeca to talk about their photography business that they've started together and challenges they've incurred since starting out, moving forward, plans for it, and some encouragement to others out there that might want to be also interested in photography. So thank you guys for number one doing this. I'm excited
absolutely. No problem.
Probably very long overdue, honestly, but I'm glad that you guys have gotten so much established with yourselves at this point that you can talk about, honestly.
For sure.
So starting out, like, what was your guys' biggest fear or hesitation with, getting into this?
I think it more for me was the fact that I was really new to it personally, and just being a new couple. I think a new married couple deciding to establish a business together, that was kind of a scary thing for me, because working with someone that you love, working with someone you love, and not really knowing where that's going to take you both is a challenge. So that was my fear or worry.
For sure. Well, we didn't know coronavirus was going to be a thing, so when we went live with this in January, we're like, oh, okay, this is a great time to go live with a new business. So I think that was...
So sorry.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
That was a big thing for us as well.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Your post really made me laugh the other day with like all the pandemic stuff happening. Like, who needs photographers?
It's very real.
Like, we're still here. We're
trying to get your business going.
Yeah, and more so being like lighthearted about it too. Yeah. In a time like this, it might feel like insensitive to be like, hey, who needs a photographer?
Yeah.
But I think capturing those memories is still like important to do.
I was about to say, what's the most rewarding part that you guys have experienced so far since doing this?
I'm going to say working with the couples that we have this year during the pandemic. I feel like we've been able to connect with each couple because they have not, they've been going through a bunch of different things.
Yeah, it's been insane, like the amount of just grace I think we've seen like across the board from just all involved. I mean, the fact that they're having to plan a wedding and like such a crazy time is a big deal, but them just like taking it in stride, it just shows the character of who we get to work with every day.
For sure.
And that to me, I totally forget the track of that question, but to me that's like such a big thing, is we get to pick the type of people we get to work with, and just surrounding yourselves with like good, genuine people makes such a difference.
That is awesome.
And I think that's been really rewarding, like just to have that.
Yeah, meet genuine people and work with genuine business people.
Yeah, there's really nothing better.
Right, exactly.
That's really awesome. What would you guys say to like your past selves? Maybe just in hindsight, looking back. Yeah. Jordan, I'll ask you first.
Yeah. Probably to just go for it, because I think a lot of times we wait for like the perfect time.
Fear and
there's never going to be a perfect time. I mean, there's always going to be something that comes up and gets in the way. And
excuses that turn to big setbacks.
Right.
Only because you let them. But
absolutely. You're kind of in your own way. So just go for it. Just do it. There's really no reason not to.
Just do it.
Yeah. Just
the
do it.
Motto.
Right. Look at me. Original.
Zach, what would you tell your former self?
The first time I bought a camera was 2015. So what I would tell my 2015 self is probably what I would tell my 2015 self would be probably to educate myself more.
Just do more researching about it.
Correct.
That's
about your camera in general, how to use it, how to pose, how lighting works, kind of every aspect of photography, just education.
It's funny because this camera right here, I watched like an hour 15-minute YouTube video for how to use it, and it was like awesome. I felt extremely educated after it, but like the next day I was like, I forgot it all. So it takes a lot
It's
of learning for
like
sure.
muscle memory in a way.
Yep.
Just do it every day.
Yep, practice.
Yeah,
For sure.
Just like anything else.
Absolutely.
Yep.
What are your guys' future plans with photography?
Well, the Panzeca and Company is still going to be a thing. We have booked 2 2021 weddings and 2 2022 weddings.
Nice.
So that's awesome. We still have 5 this year that we're shooting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the weddings are there. We are still going to be here. So, I mean,
we just want to do better. I mean, that's I think the only thing.
keep improving.
Yeah, keep improving. Because if you're not, then you know.
Yeah.
What's really going on in
Keep
your
growing,
life.
keep stretching yourselves.
Yeah.
Getting into new possibilities.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes with time. We're very, very new. We still don't know what the hell we're doing. I
Yeah.
mean, am I allowed to cuss? Sorry.
No, absolutely. This is an 18+ channel.
Right.
pretty much, you know?
But yeah, I mean, we don't know what we're doing, and we're figuring it out just like everybody else.
Exactly.
And
We learn as we go, and I would be interested to do an interview with you after this year to see, because we have 5 more weddings, so we'll learn so much in those 5 weddings. I'm interested in
We'll do an interview for like wedding photography tips and stuff like
Okay,
that.
Exactly.
yeah,
Yes, we'll be able to help out a little bit more.
Awesome. Yeah,
We're
that'd
still
be
trying
awesome.
to figure it out. But.
What would you guys say to other people out there who are interested in photography? They're like, I don't know if I can do it, you know, whatever it may be that's holding them back. What would you say to those people?
Kind of goes back to my first little thing about education. I mean, just watch one video before going buy a camera, because they're expensive. It's not just a cheap little thing that you go to Best Buy. You know, it's a good amount of money. So education. Just get on YouTube. If you're interested in wedding photography, do a search on wedding photography. Or if you're interested in senior pictures, do everyone specializes in different things. And if you're interested in a specific line of work, if you wanted to be a nurse, you would educate yourself on the school path, correct?
Yeah.
So that's what you need to do in photography.
That's a good point. Yeah, and I think he started his journey a lot longer ago, so it might be it's more fresh in my mind how I feel about it. And for me, I think I compare myself a lot to other people. Yeah. And
don't we all?
we all do. But I think, especially in like the business of art and just having your own creative energy, you can't do that because you're never gonna be. I mean, we're never gonna be like the person right next to us. But especially when it comes to your craft and your art form. I mean, that's unique to you, and it's supposed to be. Yeah. So there's technique to things. There's always going to be those technicalities, and you should learn the rules of photography and the education behind it.
For sure.
That's important.
I think for something like photography too, where if you grow up in a small town or something where photography isn't huge, but you see all these, just exquisite pictures from other places, it's kind of like, oh, I don't know if that's ever going to be for me, but. People may just not be in the right setting, at that time, but they certainly, if it's that self-belief that starts with, I'd say, and the fear and not thinking about other people and just going for it and doing it, and I'm sure education makes you a lot more comfortable in understanding any topic that you're curious about.
I do want to make a point about if you're starting out your photography journey and you haven't purchased a camera yet, you can start with a point-and-shoot camera. You don't have to start with the, super professional Canon or whatnot.
Right, iPhones. Come on.
Or an iPhone. Yeah, our iPhone 11 Max Pro.
Use your phone. Learn the rules. Learn your rules on your iPhone.
Absolutely.
Because you'll carry that over forever. I mean, your basic. I'm not gonna go into it, but the basics are always gonna be there.
For sure.
You can do that on
taking the first steps, and then, like you guys just said, growing every day. And
just do it. Don't overcomplicate it. I think that's what we always do. Overcomplicating things, just don't do it. Awesome. Just do it. Yeah.
I was going to say, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Zach and Jordan, for being a part of this. You guys will definitely see more photos from me working with them, and if you have any more interest, please go to their page and everything that they're doing. Book your wedding with them. Get a portfolio shoot done with them. Something. They're really, really talented and have gotten I was in their earliest stages of work with Zach, and
Oh my
it was
gosh.
literally pointing and shooting and hoping that something turned out. But
I love it.
we've all come a long way since then.
Oh, wow.
So
Yep.
thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for another interview very soon.